Hello everybody and welcome to the Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke here on Coach Max Entertainment. And before I go any further, please make sure that you go back one video and I shouldn't have another video up on by this point with it. Make sure you go back and watch episode 0 of this Nuzlocke because things went down. It was interesting. So, I started the Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke. The first episode was supposed to go up on Friday. And on Friday, instead, a 2-minute video popped up. And people got to see it. And I'm serious. If you have not seen that video, I've got it in the info card in the corner. You need to watch that video right now. It was embarrassing. We went through, I started out the whole episode. I have everything. I don't think I'll ever upload all of it. There's no point to it. I started out everything. I'm going to pick the same starter as we did in that one. And so, assuming you've watched the video, you know that I lost the first rival battle, which is definitely embarrassing because I was level 7 and he was level 5. But also, that Cyndaquil was just hot garbage. So there you go. That's why I prefer Chikorita. I probably lost like 15 subscribers just then. I unironically loved the Chikorita line, except for Meganium. I don't care about Meganium one way or the other. But regardless, we're here in Pokemon Silver. I'm going to pick... So... In a Nuzlocke, I just stumbled over every single word I've ever tried to say in my entire life. In a Nuzlocke, there's a bunch of rules. I'm going to start out with saying you get to pick, or you can have your starter picked for you by using your trainer ID. And so if the last digit of your trainer ID ends in a 1 through 3, you end up getting Chikorita, or the Grass Starter, 4 through 6, Fire Starter, 7 through 9. The 7 through 9 is the Water one, and a 0, you get to pick. And, hey, this works out perfectly then. Although I would love to pick a Chikorita, I gotta go with Cyndaquil. Because that was who I got in the unknown episode, in episode 0. And I named that Cyndaquil. It was not a great nickname. I nicknamed it Sanic because, Cyndaquil, the quills. But then I found out from one subscriber, I hope you're subscribed. If not, please do. From one commenter that the Cyndaquil line is actually based on echidnas. So I'm actually going to nickname our Cyndaquil Nux because named after Knuckles the echidna from the Sonic franchise. Also, Nux is like the shorthand version of what they would call Knuckles in the Archie comics, and that's a whole different ball field right there. And so, as scattered as the last Nuzlocke was at the beginning, this one's even more so. But I showed this off. If you go up to this window, my reflection, looking good, and I just totally picture the finger guns, Oh, I love it. So yeah. I hope y'all are having a great day today. This is the first episode, the actual first episode of the Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke. There's that redhead kid up there. Don't like him. So let's talk about what a Nuzlocke is. Let's just take a look at our Cyndaquil. See what he's got going for him. His stats. I want to say these stats are a little better than the other one was. That Cyndaquil was just not good. I mean, in the rival battle, you basically just tackle over and over. So, yeah. So in a Nuzlocke, you are limited in what Pokemon you are allowed to catch for your team. For example, on this run, the first Pokemon that we encounter on each route has to be, whenever we get Pokeballs, has to be the Pokemon that we catch for the route. If we do not catch it, it runs away, or we kill it, we do not get an encounter on that route. And that's basically it. If a Pokemon dies, if it faints in battle, it is essentially dead, and it's gone. We have to release it into the wild, never to be used again. So that's the gist of the Nuzlocke run. There are a few addendums I will be imposing. I already have, I did the last Nuzlocke in the set battle style where you don't get to pick, whenever you're battling a trainer and they say, such and such is going to send out something next. Do you want to switch Pokemon? Just to make it a little more challenging, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to limit myself with using a certain number of items in battle or how many times I can go to the Pokemon Center. Surely, if you really want to see tough Pokemon battles, there are plenty of other people to watch. I definitely pride my channel on being just a more, not necessarily laid back, but just kind of a relaxing, fun time playing these games. What else is there? Because we're in Pokemon Silver, there is the option for shiny Pokemon to appear. And a lot of people say that in the Nuzlocke you can play by the shiny clause, meaning that if you catch a shiny, because they are so rare and so hard to find, you can catch it and add it to your team. But what I am going to do, if for some reason we find a shiny, other than the red Gyarados, because the red Gyarados is a guaranteed encounter, and I'll talk about that in a second. Other than that one, if we find a shiny, it doesn't matter what it is, we have to put it on our team. Not just we get the option to put it on our team, but I am mandating that we are required to use it. Just to, give a little bit of, what's it called? A reasoning to use the shiny, because a lot of the time, if you end up getting a shiny that you just don't care for, it may just sit in the PC. And that's not nearly as fun, is it? No, it's not. There you go. I want to say, I think that may be everything I needed to catch you guys up on. Oh, the static encounters. So, in the last run, I had some people comment that we could get I should go for the legendary birds. Well, in this game, there's also the Gyarados. There is a few Electrodes here and there. I'm not going to be capturing any static encounter Pokemons, anything that's a guaranteed encounter. I don't like playing that way. I feel like my team in red and blue would have been incredibly overpowered had I caught one of the legendary birds, and it would be cool, but I will not be doing that. Also, there were a few people, I don't remember all of their names. There were at least 3. One was Missouri Jack, so Missouri Jack, thank you for commenting on the last video, saying the Nuzlocke doesn't actually start until after you catch Pokeballs. And I agree, because, what would I do? I would just have to start over at that point. But also, I didn't like starting out losing the very, very first actual battle. So that's why I'm starting over with this. And I found out from one of my friends that the name Sanic had already been used in a Nuzlocke, which nicknames are not an IP. They're not specifically owned by anybody. But M&J TV had a Cyndaquil Nuzlocke, and they named him Sanic. So there you go. I wanted to stray away from that as much as I can. And I believe that is everything that we've been caught up on. So I just spent the first beginning of this episode getting you guys caught up on everything. And now, here we are, finally going through the playthrough, the Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke. Something that is brand new to this series that I did not do last time. I'm going to include a question of the day in each episode. So, for today's question of the day, and hopefully I am prepared enough and made a cute little graphic to go up on the screen. If not, oh well. The question of the day today is, who do you hope that we add to our team throughout this entire run? And if you have Pokemon that you hope we wind up running into, give me a nickname for them. Because when it's just me, the nicknames are at the mercy of who knows what. If I have a funny or clever nickname, then it's good. If I don't have a funny or clever nickname, then we are out of luck. So there you go. If you have anything like that, please drop that down below. And I think we're good to just keep on going through this Nuzlocke now. Whew, man. That was a solid 10 minutes of just talking about Pokemon, the beginning of it. So, at the end of the Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke, I uploaded a bonus episode with me and a few of my other friends, and it seemed like people enjoyed it. I don't think anybody absolutely hated it. I don't think so anyways, but you never know. And I would love to do more things like that. We do not all live in the same town, so recording is a little difficult. I showed a video or a picture in that video. I had to FaceTime them, and then they recorded their audio and sent it to me. But I had my phone propped up on the tripod that I use for recording live action stuff in front of my computer so they could see my screen in real time. So, yeah. We've got a lot of really, really cool ideas for things like that, just to spice up a few Nuzlocks. But for every interesting Nuzlocke that we do, not that this one isn't interesting, we'll still have a regular Nuzlocke like this. Also, it was always weird to me that Mr. Pokemon here, not Professor Oak, but Mr. Pokemon gives you the mystery egg, and then you have to take it and get it to Professor Elm. It just always confused me, because after you get the first gym badge, he immediately turns around and gives it to you. Like, it's crazy. And we're getting a phone call about a disaster going on right now. And so we are heading back right now. Personally, I don't know what I'm hoping we get. I would certainly like to get a Tauros. I know you get a Tauros on the route to the west of... what's that? Ecruteak City. Tauros is just a really cool Pokemon. In this game, we don't have the high speed stat, critical hit, not glitch. It is a glitch, basically. So I can't just rely on things like that. I'm really looking forward to getting a few Pokemon that I have never actually used. There's some Pokemon I've definitely caught. I have caught every Pokemon at one time. I have the completed National Dex in every game Pokemon X upwards. But other than that, other than leveling them up, I don't know if I've ever gotten all of them. I know that there's a lot that I haven't ever gotten, and that's all it boils down to. Oh, we're only using Tackle. I think I may run from this battle. I'm going to get to level 8, just in case. I don't want to go through all of this again to then die to our rival. And I haven't picked out a name for the rival yet. I had one in mind on the last, in recording episode 0. I think I've got it, but who knows? I'm maybe, we'll figure that out when we get to name them. For now, let's just get ourselves up to level 8. Just on the off chance that things go poorly. Because boy, howdy, things have been going poorly. Let me tell you about what I've been doing in my free time. I mentioned in the finale of the Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke that there is a collaboration going on. And I know a few other people have said... It's with a few other people that do the Pokemon Challenge videos. And I'm pretty sure the smallest channel a part of that collaboration. So it feels really cool to be asked and invited to be a part of something like that. I have no idea when it's coming out. I need to work on my part for it, actually. After I get this batch of episodes finished, is probably when I'm going to work on that. If not, I can guarantee you that I will be playing Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. And for those of you that are not into the Kingdom Hearts realm of games, first of all, if you enjoy Disney and just video games, you should play the games. I adore everything about Kingdom Hearts. The whole point is that the story is just ridiculous. But that's the point of it. Oh, it's so good. And the story really isn't as ludicrous as some people say it is, but it kind of is. But anyways, Rechain of Memories is not a spin-off game, but it was one that was released for the Game Boy Advance. And the best way to describe it is you use these cards instead of actually just attacking people, and it's a glorified game of war, basically where you just play a card higher than the other person. There's so much more strategy that goes into it. But yeah, I got all the trophies on the PS3 version of the game, and I said to myself, I'm never doing this again. And now I have one more trophy that I need for the PS4 version. So I did a good job of holding my promise there. All right, Totodile, you're going down this time. I'm going to start out by leering 3 times just to make sure that I get something. Let's just see how much this scratch does. Man, So I know 4 damage seems like not a lot, but to me it just does. I feel like the Totodile that the other rival had in that parallel universe that doesn't exist, except in episode 0, I feel like his Totodile just got really, really lucky with its strength. And see, look at this. Barring some... I said that last time. Okay, whew. Last time I remember saying, I said, I basically jinxed myself. Oh my goodness, we did it. We got past the hardest battle of the game, guys. Red? No, when they say red, they're talking about this dude's red hair. That's clearly what they're talking about. Oh, but I think that Totodile was just really, really strong, and my Cyndaquil was really, really weak. I may have gotten IVs that, only did special attack and special defense stuff. Or maybe I had, I know there aren't natures in this game. I don't know exactly how IVs are in this. But maybe where I had my defense stat lowered. I don't know. I don't really care. We're done with that alternate universe. And now we're level 8. We're heading back, and we're about to catch our first Pokemon. Not right now, because we don't have Pokeballs yet. And if I never finished that thought from earlier, it was saying that the Nuzlocke doesn't start till after you get Pokeballs, but that's not as much fun, so there you go. So Kingdom Hearts Re-Chain of Memories. I have one more trophy to get. It's getting to level 99 with Riku, and there's no way to cheese it. With Sora, there is a slate, I never know how to pronounce it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. It's okay. Where you can just use Mushu and 2 fire cards, and it just destroys everything in Destiny Island. But there's nothing like that for Riku, so I actually have to pay attention. But I have been watching a ton of Clone Wars, actually. I've been watching Clone Wars. It was just kind of on. I've had it on in the background just while I've been working on stuff. I got my new chair finally. I'm pretty sure I told you all about that. I got a smaller TV. Oh, let's name our rival. So the last one was Frollo, except I misspelled his name as Fruplo. I am going to name this guy after another Disney villain. Let's name him Jafar. But let's make a mistake and name him Jafab. I really hope that's not a racial slur in any country. But Jafab is our rival. Not just Jafar. Also totally pushed Professor Elm back there. But I got a smaller TV, and I have it right next to this, to my laptop, and my microphone arm is no longer on a TV dinner tray. It is actually on a desk. It's still a little janky. It doesn't quite fit all the way. Anytime I move it, it runs the risk of falling off, which is not good. But regardless, we got it. All right, let's heal up. Heal up Nux. And we're about to make our way onto this. So I talked about my setup for Clone Wars. Anytime I'm working on my laptop, I have Clone Wars going on my PS4. But anytime I'm playing Kingdom Hearts, I have Clone Wars going on my laptop. And in Season 3, well, Season 2, things did get a whole lot better. I have Pokeballs now, right? Just making sure, yes. In Season 2, things got a lot more intense. And in Season 3, there's been a few episodes that are legitimately, impressive. And I'm really, really glad to see. The episode I'm at right now is the first episode with Savage Opress. So, it's really cool. I really, really like the series now. It's still not the best. I don't think it's anything incredibly special, but I do enjoy it a whole lot. It is much better. Season 1, I was talking with one of my friends, and it's just described as the monster of the week for the episodes, and it kind of is. There's some good stuff where Jar Jar becomes a Jedi, but that's essentially it. And our first Pokemon that we may have the opportunity to catch is a Sentret. And it's a level 2 Sentret, which means Nux will probably absolutely wreck its face if he attacks it, if he even looks at it too hard. I could probably knock it out with Leer. Oh my goodness, so help me if you break free. I don't want to run the risk of damaging the Sentret. It's a level 2 at full health, but like, come on. There we go. Whew. Alright. So, Sentret, it is, I guess it's named after a squirrel, like a flying squirrel. Maybe ferret. No, I guess a ferret. I don't know. But here's what I am going to name this Sentret. Oh, it's a female Sentret. Oh, I've got it. Oh, hey guys, this actually works out perfectly, actually. So, I'm going, originally, what I was going to say, is that an underscore? No, that's a dash, good. I was going to name, yeah, Julie Sue. E? Is there no E on it? I don't remember. Oh well. I was going to name it Julian, for King Julian from the Madagascar movies. And I know that he's a ring-tailed lemur, but there you go. And this is not a lemur, but you get what I'm saying. So I was going to name the Sentret that, but Julie Sue from the Archie comics is just the Archie Sonic comics is Knuckles' partner, and it works out. And maybe we'll talk about Julie Sue on the next episode. Come on, don't take a lot of damage. Julie Sue, you're killing me. But before I kill Julie Sue, let me get Nux in here. Also, this will show me if you using Tackle would have absolutely destroyed it. Because it might have. Oh my goodness, Knuckles. Nux, what are you doing? What are you doing? I thought he missed for a second. The game feels slow to me right now. Oh, a critical hit, see? Nux is a crit machine. There you go. Well, regardless, that'll do it for this episode of the Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke. I will level up Julie Sue just a few levels off screen, get her to level 5 probably. That way we can start the next episode and go on with a full head of steam. If you have anything you would like to say regarding the question of the day, make sure you leave that down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. At this moment, I am at 899 subscribers, and that means I am incredibly close to 1,000. That's insane to me. So if there's somebody you know that would enjoy this, send it to them. Share the love around. But until next time, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. Central Time, whew, I'm running out of steam for this. You can find a brand new episode of the Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke. And until next time, when Julie Sue gets a level, see you later.